that say you that time you be train say you bet me a train for the period that it take you for restructuring because don't na here Africa countries and ye bo mabasu nyina Morocco first one but don't Morocco and send a restructuring and I say niemo munya free the restructuring no amen manim ya don't Morocco started way back in 2006 and almost say omo ye restructuring into omo ye restructuring no omo feel say ade ba ko ehia pa ye infrastructure into almost say SEC the various stadia so ko Morocco for now omo about 6 stadiums of international standard I bet me hosting any event FIFA Angeltv but Ghana even do we have a stadium crampo a year calf crampo ever recognize say if you way a stadium Angeltv the answer is no so and then the next step almost who say funny say nyema be kon kan just say you invest in clubs because the clubs and a year manfo or meet me the necessary players into almost investing in almost clubs that is the clubs the likes of Roger Casablanca and the others almost Morocco so almost investing in almost financially but what is the government of Ghana doing to our clubs? How many times Obi Kwa Africa no come on $100,000 $150,000 we feel say it's a good thing but relatively what you heard the amount Ken Mohammed and the FA committee no any rather Moroccan football more I think that's quite minute I said what to boabo or snatas no so in that case no and nadia niema in the very very right way yeah boss Senegal for abaso but Senegal started way back omo president putting structures they built academies these are national academies Ghana how many national academies now so the point is, then we are expecting say we are going to get better results out of that. That is not how things are supposed to be done because it's about time. I said Ghana who say Ghana higher away the most popular sport what Ghana ha in football. So bibia I saw try to fund the football because Ghana has say President Kufuor and Osafo Mafo in 2005 2006 Taucho who say and I say MP for Taucho who say the first Ghana Equa World Cup. That is in the year 2006. NDC Beba, Obe catch or say in the year 2009, or the first government in the history of African football and a 20 championship. What's me winning? So these are privileges these political parties enjoy, but you realize say they're not putting in much effort. Say, I'm using normal political campaigns because you're about your part and parcel of us. Anytime you're a political party, any campaign piano or making sure say idea the sporting achievements no and that's a trophies or no idea or the same. But for now, you realize say Ghana say the World Cup. Because you're in 2006, you be in 2010, you be in 2018, you be in 2022. Inside ya, Instead for now, Ghana episode who the African Cup. The last time you who be in the year 1982. That is one thing I'm sure say Ghanaians would like to see. But say you qualify for World Cup there, you could be I'm not sure say it's something very new. You realize what Ghana. I'm sure say the first point of contact. I say criticize your government because we need to have the infrastructures. We need to have that structures. People need to be the government needs to be pumping in money. So one pumping in money just like to say the Morocco for no more clubs do baby na Moroccan team Champions League the same time no now a Moroccan club the lower tier leagues now and into the first point of contact the government and then the ministries and then they'll have to put in plans money the next one also the GFA and then the Black Star Management Committee don't are very interesting because Obia na can about Ben Kofi's 5-year development plan. Niaba because kwasi nyantachi the exploits and a boy buy in 2005 on also share my World Cup the African Youth Championship. These are stuffs Obia at the touting who say an achievement during the win. Instead you are a GFA president or your Kate now if you say be a coach we are a buy and you're now fan into the Obejano on that free will. Now I am be pebia at the end of the day no a war administration. Happening. So you should know, say, what I say, when my dad coach the free will who interfere in anything he does, if you say, a government and when you're the coach into who interfere at the long run, and you won't ever criticize you. So Ghana has said, no, I'm not didn't say, Obeka will be say, or on retire. I'm not sure it's going to happen. So Ghana is a true election, and I'll be ye, or be a Sintanya. And you resign that easily. So I'm sure say the next time there should be an election. Honor say people need to put in measures. No be if you say onya die biano. near Ines in chain. Because Ghana, I'm telling you, it's so hard. Because among for me, I was several positions. I didn't say, Juma all year, any service, Kaka Club in every winter, or say annually on resign. That one wouldn't happen. So they should know, and on one Kasa one to abandon the next time out. No, don't annually, they should put in measures. A bit me a bomb, amount met me a year this cattle, Kreku, and the guys in every hole. But there's still time to change. There's still time to do things right. Yeah, you know, I see will be a restriction. Until even if they're not going to resign now, even if they're not saying yeah, you moon free host Accra, there is still time on bet me a name right. Until done, I quite interesting because the Black Star management, for instance, Ayew Kumasi, not Jeff make a story or say over corner Black Star players at it to about 11 and then 12 a.m. But don't say we're a camping. Rather than that, your company or two types. Residential campaign, non-residential campaign. The more reason I do rules about residential campaign is say you person mu nyina mo baby bako for a specific period of time. Into more for a specific period of time, they say there are rules and regulations. I say I say be follow. Into if the rules they were as a camp manager and I say a Black Star management member now mean net things in the right way, mean control now. Then that means you don't deserve to be there. There needs to be changes. If so one resign that time it's amount for uniform because you can't control the players. Ayan and ko bia tiri and the ever campaign there. Utu fie all the luxury bibia obien who ba show say ayade ebia about 10 akoda about 11 akoda. But this is a residential campaign. There are rules and regulations and then so bia comply. So if someone are in charge or making sure say Niama ought to has to be done the right way or nya, then that means that also end deserve say obet me keeping the job because we know and by voting by appointment so easily I idea with me only pakron a few ho. Don't me next step the players. Omo commitment level. You bet me criticize the coach every single day. But what about players nankasa omo commitment level? Because you who are day in and day out, week in and week out, or move various clubs, and then you name the performance. Some of these players admire the club side because I help to say Jordan every day, every week, or I do see a kind of Crystal Palace. That is one very good thing about the players here. I'm sure some about the national team. I idea putting in maximum best because any day beyond the best say about coach because only a little bit about football are done. Say for instance, say coach amount tactics. It's all about arrangement, but the accounts say execution of the tactics. No, about who player no done and I will put in measures. Obi cried the last time one player catch him and say coach show idea. Interesting enough about 15-20 minutes no and I bet me put in play but do na na say ne kese fa pa no ejina wo that player so into that be criticize this player say coach say onya de then you say eba to who players say also onya de at least we are professional walk through the mill right from the very youth stages aba be professional so if a coach and any writer the petty stars no don't you as a player you need to just do things right. And I feel it's about time also that preconceived opinions and I say stereotyping of players no it has to come to an end. Don't me share bad 2 matches or so. And I may try to may hit the number of balls Kudus Muhammad Eluzu ye as against the number of times Jordan Ayew Eluzu ball. But every time you criticize Jordan Ayew for losing possession more times. But meanwhile, we have other corporates in the team. Almost losing more balls. Actually, Jordan ends losing more balls. No, but the fact of the matter is, since there is stereotyping, no, don't any idea or be criticizing the players for retirement. To say that don't only biggie discussing. No, or being and show be being retired. Don't make in 2008. The day you are baby Brahma Ghana, but is the day you bigger than Raul Gonzalez of Spain? The answer is no. The day you Raul level or one, and idea the level Raul the day you ever Raul. But it was a time in 2008, Luis Aragonis, any team, or making sure say Raul Gonzalez and now because there were other guys than the Giza Bia, no the highest scoring Spanish. The likes of David Villa Bia, or also APF from Eba. They don't, or they gather these players, not the mark the European Championship, no win it. It's when you don't win when you are being questioned. It's what to said, the day you and Nadia, the former drop it. All but who are other capable options? Not the who do be Roma or be question at the end of the day. It is not just about say or being retired. Nobody forces anybody to retire. Raul won for 2008 2010 there's Del Bosque ever take charge. Or also take charge, no. One what can say the lives Marco Senna, the lives of Raul Gonzalez or how situation. Because they are new guys as a social project among the Spanish national team. In terms of business project, I'm the Spanish national team. No say Raul, she see a modern ball from. Done in 2008. Now Raul remarried but not by 4 goals to 1. Raul was in the team. It don't Obia also 2 goals in a 4-1 annihilation of Barcelona. Yeah, Obia the next change. But the coach felt like Nyama when they put in place. International being cast will be resigned. If so be said the day are you from a drop here. I'm here in front of the crowd all together. And I'm not sure said the day are you or you'll be able to make one from here straight member to the camp. He can't do that. There's no avenue between the sir. And then if there are people people say GF, I don't know, Biggie says something like that, so be GF. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? That's the point, because who a coach now don't want. You don't even allow, because even done elsewhere, your BOH, management, they have a say. All those squad list bar, they question you as to how you invited players. But I'm not sure some the ultimate say as to who you invite to the camp. They won't force you, say, because at the end of the day, you want to judge you, not a management member be here. You feel say, or no one still in the selection. So in a nutshell, done, I feel say, you guy that sort of stereotyping and then preconceived opinions, because and now because Jordan they say almost being said Jordan Biggie say on this they say also retire. On what basis? The Jordan are you the man man opportunity don't man kakra for a minute. Me one player, this tournament, Jordan every more or bet me more than what Jordan did. Jordan bet me any flaws on the floors to say, in a counter-attacking system, don't slow down the progress of the game. But someone should tell me who's a better dead ball expert than Jordan. Someone should tell me who's a better penalty taker than Jordan. Done. So these are types I feel say, Ghanaians, that equal platform. Not don't know beyond society. That is what I think.
Biggie, you brought a point. Morgan, no, and you're not a control. That is his opinion. The point is that Jordan will rule to play. Absolute role to play in the national team, or can stereotype in one sem. I say, after game bia it's Jordan did you, Jordan did you, Jordan did you, and I all try to obey address ho. And who any statement na, or say or check the number of times I could lose ball, but I'm on 4 enka because wash goals, but. Jordan and I say boss. It me so we are not here to debate. Odo issue ba obi nso betimi ahwe from different angles because mu tie ni obi ane no ye nyina ya adwen obi anso wona adwen kire but what my point na nti me so allow no na owie owia na mahwe say me hu say obam adi bibi ba no mama odi aba na ato aso.
Don't so on that same issue no. Now me share about the Jordan you are in a particular game was 2 Ghanaian penalties. Me the Ghanaian are shame because of how how risky to take a Ghanaian penalty. But on that day no, as somebody hate me kind of say, bo be a one crossing. Amo be unheaded until say the day you mu ebe remu and sana ye can about this same issue. But in that same match, Kudus had an opportunity in the first half. Sanko lay ball no ma pencil on a silver platter. Don Sabo is let that pass easily. That was going to be the first goal and can you realizing that game. But instead no, Kudus a balloon ball over the bar. But nobody thought say okay to talk about that. But Jordan never crossed the ball. That's all we all know. Don, that's very, very interesting. I feel say national team here building. Don't me shall say from the government side. Me by the GFA and the Black Stars management. My by the players. On say no credit. Not me make case. We say team here was Siciano. Your man for cry apply to play in the Black Star. Oba ni amount rules and regulations. Say Black Star now by bono. These are the rules and regulations. Into Oba the OTS here no. Okay me okay. Men TS here into national team me mobile. But now some players so I force you into early retirement. No, it's never done anywhere. So coach if you was on the modern boy and so don't let me make a reference of the 2009 squad. Jonathan Mensah and the other guys are now omum. Don't emu dey any about testimony among say omu carry na be about testimony among. They are there, they are not being invited. Nobody's talking about them now. They are just there. Don't so what's my body play the brave. Even these are heavyweights omu tibe see akama Ghana. But they are just there. Don't be invited no omu carry na end it. Nobody talks about them. But why should we say the moment obi retire into no onipa ko ba ko on retire pe into one retire there automatic slot says so run national team. Why can this be said? Don't quite interesting. So I feel say you try say build the Ghanaian football. That is the whole point. One invite to obi a that's the point.
And yet chinchina on the friend Dede you on the friend.
Don't has there not been times I am for the day you are number Ghana.
Friend.
So
1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
Because of 1 or 2 issues. one friend. And I remember South Africa 2013. Dede wasn't part of the team. Okay.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, Kobo Burkina Faso in Newsprint in Bombela. Yeah, Kobo Umuyi film. Not Dede wasn't part of the team. One friend, one fan who am I mishim. I understand you may make challenges that chinchina on retire for and not there and can
yeah.
Who is onye youthful? A coach asem. Because obi John Mensa Cramentes will retire.
Yeah, done.
But see, I'm part of that. And chinchin will be retired there. And to the Abe Cousin retire.
I just don't get it. Don't let me make you reference of Raul of Gonzalez of Spain. A do time because I am inferno. Or no, I have a situation on office, okay, my retire. So if that's the situation now, don't allow coach Bia because consistently. Sebia Infant said Jordan will be also on Yadian. Coach Bia, but you're now about 3 or 4 coaches since I was making the debut somewhere 10 years ago. But consistently, no, they have been invited. Into Sebi done. Coach Bia now only answer.
You can force a coach to resign.
Yeah.
You can force Keto Kreku to step down.
Yeah, but players they don't know carrier there. Oh, invites no, but one invites no, but oh my.
Go more no coach. He invite coach.
Yeah.
He invite Ket. Administration no one there. It is a normal kuya utimika.
Yeah, and even 10 Accra, 4 years or 10 years, no 4 years, no so ultimate show against a pen no man. Another opportunity. But for players there, are based on your performance. It's simple as that. Or Nadia and friend or Yadia Befro. So as to be retired, I mean, make it. You see, sometimes the hypocrisy is too much. People will just praise the likes of Luka Modric being 38, part of the Croatian national team. Yes, some Yadia, or Real Madrid. But don't look at the situation. I say Obi 34 years into on retire from the national team. Don't maybe
about Fosika promo. Gusu Kosu bet me a join. Maybe HOD ho na yahwe.